I often hear people say that doing a PhD is hard. And actually, before I even started my PhD, I heard many people saying that doing a PhD is hard, like brace yourself, it's going to question everything that you know about yourself, about research, about science, about academia, and so on. And I was quite I couldn't understand what those people were talking about, because I thought that, yeah, it's going to be hard because research is hard, like finding new things is hard, and it's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be a lot of data, a lot of analysis, a lot of experiments, and so on. But what I wasn't prepared for is the kind of hard it would be. So I feel that this is something it's not talked about a lot, and I feel it's important to talk about that part of research as well, that part of PhD specifically as well, because you are sort of expecting one kind of hard, and then another kind of hard happens. And when I say the other kind of hard, it's basically this, like having those never-ending to-do lists, being completely lost in your research, not recognizing your research anymore because you proposed something in your proposal, but now your research evolved so much that you don't even know what you are researching, what your PhD is about anymore. The hard of not knowing where you are at with your research, the hard of not having a supportive supervisor maybe. Those are the hard things of the PhD. And when I work with my clients, I work with PhD students, and they always tell me, like, doing a PhD is hard. And I think it's very important to put the proper definition of what is hard about doing a PhD. So one of the things that I always teach my clients when they come to me saying, I am completely lost, I don't know what my research is about anymore, we always apply one basic strategy, and that is making sense of the research, because it's very unlikely that you are going to be able to move forward if you do not put yourself into a position in which you know what you already have. Because knowing what you already have, especially if you are in the mid of your PhD or towards the end, chances are you have so much data, so many results already, that this is going to give you the answer of which direction should I pursue. Because if you build a strategy of a structure back there of the research that you already have, if you make sense of the things that you already have, this is what is going to make it much easier for you to chase the next big thing. Because first of all, you are going to know what is the thing that you are chasing, and without that analysis, you are probably going to chase one thing and then figure out that it doesn't quite connect to the things that you already have, so you're going to struggle when it comes to writing your PhD thesis and so on. And all of those things can be prevented by doing this exercise of making sense of your research, of the research that you already have, and use that as a backbone for your thesis and for your next steps when it comes to your PhD journey. So if you're in that stage of your PhD right now, feeling completely lost, without motivation, exhausted, overwhelmed, not knowing exactly what your research is about anymore, and you need some help putting structure into it, I want to invite you to schedule a completely free intro coaching call with me. I will leave a link down below in the description where you can schedule it. And in that meeting, we can discuss exactly where you're at with your research, what are your current struggles, your current challenges, and what are some of the exact next steps you can take in order to make sure that you are coming a little bit closer to that finish line, to that objective, that it's your thesis, your paper, or whatever it is that you are chasing right now in your PhD journey. Of course, you can do that on your own or with my help and with my support. So I hope that you found this video useful, and as always, see you in the next few days with another video. Bye bye.